Hello, brothers and sisters. This is my reflection on the day 8 of my journey to the Sacred Heart of Jesus through the Immaculate Heart of Mary. You know, we're on the 12th preliminary days still, and the purpose remains emptying myself of the spirit of the world. There are 3 enemies of man, according to Catechism: the world, the flesh, and the evil forces. And the reading is still from my Imitation of Christ, Book 1, Chapter 13, this wonderful book. And the topic is, quote, of resisting temptations. Yes, and the first paragraph appealed to me in a certain way. Deeply, it refreshed my belief that life is always fraught with temptations, and there is no getting away from it until I die. When the writer said that the life of man on earth is a warfare, it struck a chord with me. I just finished a tough one with my employer in March, and Corona lockdown struck with its baggage. Everybody started staying at home. Very, very painful. Just from one, then the other one comes immediately. I just realized that no matter how much I seek to advance in devotion to Mary and the Eucharist, I will never be exempt from temptation. Jesus wasn't anyway. In fact, there is this saying that Mother Mary never assures a trouble-free journey, but she assures safe arrival if one clings to her. You know? And that's exactly how I feel right now in my heart. I just recall that I could never fly from my country, Nigeria, to UK without bumps. Even on air, even in the air. Aboard the airplane, I still feel bumps. Even though the air is just there, but it's not smooth. So I really feel that as I seek spiritual advancements, I have to know that temptations can come at any time, and they do come. And as the writer said, that we should be on guard. I believe that if I keep meaning basic level of prayer vigilance, and that's what I'm being encouraged to do even more, with my rosary and mortifications and intermittent meditations, then when the tempter comes, the element of shock may not be there. I would have been found prepared or waiting somehow. And the second paragraph even troubled me more, because it said that temptations also spring from within me, from within us. Hey, I'm busy waiting for temptation to come from external, from out there, only to realize that fierce ones can come from inside of me as mortal man. So by my very nature, this means that there is no hiding place, and I need God's grace daily if I hope to conquer. This is exactly where my rosary and the Holy Mass, especially the morning masses, should come in for daily graces, to draw graces from Mother Mary and our Eucharistic Jesus in order to pass through temptations and emerge victorious. Another strong lesson I learned is that the best way for me to conquer temptation is to fight the triggers, to address the causes, to watch out for the occasions that expose me to pitfalls. If I survive one serious temptation without uprooting the cause, I think it's as good as doing nothing. For instance, phone addiction was a thorn in my flesh. In fact, within this COVID-19 lockdown, it worsened. I'm at home, working from home, and my phone is right there. Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram. Initially, I tried to conquer in many ways, but because of the type of work I do, I must revert to my phone at every 10 minutes. But I only started winning little by little when I stopped fleeing away from the temptation and started addressing it. I started mortifying with my phone. I made out some 0 browsing days within the month. At least one day in a week. And it's working, but slowly anyway. I'm still struggling, but I'm noticing that the urge to keep looking at my phone, how many likes do I have, who has looked at my Instagram page and all that, is reducing. And I believe that with patience and long suffering and real trust in God, I will conquer. And I'm asking for those virtues, especially with my rosary. And in conclusion, I wish to resound the words of the writer to myself, even now, that when others are tempted, we must not be harsh with them. We need to console them as ourselves would wish to be consoled. This is key because the tempted might not come from the same background as you do or as I am coming from. So it's important. The key lesson for me today is that there are certain temptations I need to flee away from, all right? Especially if it has to do with the sin of the flesh. But there are the ones I need to address squarely, eyeball to eyeball. For instance, the one that I'm working on now with slow success, and that is phone addiction. See you on day 9. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.